Tokyo, Japan's bustling capital, mixes the ultra-modern and traditional with neon-lit skyscrapers and anime shops to cherry blossom trees and temples. The city's famed for its vibrant food scene and love of natural and healthy ingredients. After I attended FoodX, one of the world's largest international food shows, I was quickly reminded how hectic Tokyo can be. From crowded 90-minute train rides to streets filled with thousands of people, Tokyo is definitely one of the busiest places in the entire world. In this episode of Health, Wellness, and Lifestyle TV, I make my way back to Tokyo, Japan to explore wellness Japanese style with Chef Alanna Peckham of Alligga. We make our way through the busy streets of Shibuya and explore traditional ingredients at a local Japanese supermarket. Chef Alanna picks up items for a healthy lunch, and we stop by a local temple where I lived in harmony with a wonderful Japanese family for 3 years in my early 20s. Only 10 minutes from downtown Tokyo, the serene and tranquil Japanese temple with beautiful gardens served as my oasis during my 5 years living in one of the world's most crowded and high-paced cities. It's been 20 years since my last visit, and the reunion was long overdue. After cooking and getting caught up over lunch with my Japanese family, we stopped by a neighborhood sushi restaurant in Shimokitazawa, where the team from Alligga and I were treated to a multi-course authentic Japanese set dinner, entertained by chef and owner and educated on traditional and unusual Japanese ingredients. Hope you enjoy part 1 of 2 special episodes of Health, Wellness, and Lifestyle TV, Tokyo Style.
So we're at the Health and Wellness Show. I'm with Purica, and I have Tanya here with me. Now, we're talking about one of your products called Recovery. What is that product?
It's for whole body health and as well as pain relief. So really it helps with tissue repair, inflammation, for anyone that's actually is either rehabbing from injury and they're just wanting to be at the top of their game. So it could be someone that's just doing exercise and athletic, or if they have a serious injury and they have a surgery and they're recovering from that as well.
One of the things we talked about earlier was that people seem to be full of inflammation these days, and there's more prescription drugs to help combat pain. What's your take on that?
Well, the one thing about prescription drugs is sometimes people need to take them, yes, but also they can be over a long period of time. They can be really hard on the liver.
What are some of the ingredients that help with the inflammation to recovery part of the pain as well?
Well, Recovery's got glucosamine hydrochloride, it's got MSM, it's got betaine, it's got also Nutricol, which is one of the proprietary ingredients, grapeseed and green tea, and it's a combination of ingredients, so it's how they synergistically work together to actually naturally reduce inflammation and then also to help heal those tissues, repair.
I think that your name kind of says it all. Purica, a lot of your ingredients are pure. Anything organic? How does your products work?
So basically it's, we source all the ingredients, we look local first, and then after
Local's good.
Yeah, local is always the first choice, and then we really would source wherever we find the best ingredients after, so all over the world, but local is always our number 1 first, yeah.
Tanya, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
So I'm with Linda from Langara Health and Human Services. Is it a course, or what do you exactly do, Linda? And welcome to the show, by the way.
Thank you. Health and Human Services is a part of Langara College Continuing Studies, where we teach multiple kinds of courses. So we have a whole spectrum of holistic healing and health, and we have other courses as well. In the health area, we have integrative energy healing. In the holistic health area, registered massage therapy, expressive arts therapy, yoga teaching. We have 2 new programs on trauma. We have a yoga program on trauma, and we have an energy healing program on trauma.
So are these courses becoming popular because we're being more aware of our bodies and therefore people are just wanting to get things done?
I think they're becoming more and more popular because people are seeking all kinds of ways to help themselves heal. So these courses to help people to learn how to work with their own bodies. So many of the treatments that we do or that we teach help people to manage their stress level and help them to balance so that they are able to be healthier overall.
So there's all kinds of courses that people can take from different types of levels. How many students do you have involved in the programs?
The programs right now are full. We have in our massage therapy program, we have about 20 students in one semester. So because it goes over 2 years, there are the semesters over the 2 years. So we have those programs are full right now. We have the energy healing program is completely full, and people are studying all aspects of energy and energy-based healing. Yoga program is full. So full would be about 20 to 25 students.
Do you have any courses that are available online for people?
We don't have courses online.
I guess you can't really do yoga online. I never thought about that, actually. That does make sense.
No, you can't really teach it online, although we are looking at offering some components like anatomy, physiology via webinar or online.
So if people want more information, they can go to the Langara website. Langara has been in our community for many, 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 many years. I think my dad actually even went to Langara. So congratulations on the program.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Linda.
So we're in Tokyo in a house that I lived in over 22 years ago. Can you believe it?
It's crazy.
You're on a Japanese temple. How does that feel?
This is a beautiful location.
I'm so lucky to have lived here. My family's entertaining us, and we're going to do some a twist on Japanese cooking here in Tokyo.
Yes, we've definitely used local produce and ingredients and everything, but we're going to add, I guess, a West Coast spin to it, if you will.
What are the two things you're going to be doing?
So today we're just going to do two very simple dishes. If you're on
She
the
says
run.
simple. Wait. You say simple, but for me, it's not so simple. So two simple dishes. Okay.
Two simple, healthy dishes. Think of a light lunch or an appetizer and a quick little dessert or something.
Yep.
Think summertime, think patio, but definitely with some Asian influence in it.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Okay, so to start with our light dessert,
Okay.
we're gonna start with the fruit salad. And I know everyone's thinking, fruit salad, I can make fruit salad. You don't show me how to make a fruit salad. Well, we're gonna show you how to make a fruit salad.
This is different. So what have you done that's made this different?
So what we are gonna do is we're gonna serve it with a matcha cream.
Okay.
So while it is a light fruit salad, low in calories, we are gonna add that cream into it though. You do want some saturated fats and you want that richness of the cream, the tannins and the matcha will go really nice with the fresh fruits.
And there's so many things that are amazingly good for you for matcha and
antioxidants, everything, right? Yeah, and we're gonna tie that matcha in with the fruit though in terms of flavor. You've got sweet, bright, acidic with the matcha by adding just a touch of that flax oil.
Perfect.
So that nutty flavor will bring it all together. So some beautiful strawberries here that we're just gonna top and cut. And then
now strawberries, you can smell it from here.
They're beautiful.
The smaller ones are the better flavored ones,
They are. Right? I find, especially at home, if you're going to be purchasing strawberries, definitely wait until strawberry season. You want the nice little local ones that are bursting full of sweetness. They are the best of the best. They look flawless, these tomatoes. I mean, strawberries, not tomatoes, look like little tomatoes.
A little bit of jet lag over
A little bit. And so we've got this beautiful matcha tea there that we will be using. Okay. Some lovely Concord grapes.
Hold those up just to show.
Look at that.
They showed up this way. Absolutely perfect.
Like nicely packaged like that.
And
Isn't that beautiful?
Grapes, are they seedless?
They are not. They do have a little seed in them, but that'll add a little crunch. They're edible. And they're not like the large seeds that are going to get in the way.
Only Alanna would say that a seed inside of a grape is edible. I just spit them out on the side of the blade.
You can do that as well, but just think of it as a crunch of a seed.
Okay. So you're putting them in whole?
We're putting them in whole because we're actually going to top this off with a little bit of toasted flax seeds as well.
Oh, wow.
So if the seeds don't crunch, then the flax seeds will.
Some people, they have flaxseed oil. Flax seeds, when you consume them, have to be either broken down because the hull of the seed is so strong, it literally goes right through you. And it's not even considered even a roughage. It just does nothing for you. The seeds that we're using today have been roasted, so the hull of the seed's broken open, and the omega-3 oil
has been released.
Comes out.
That's right.
How do you say flaxseed in Japanese?
Amani.
Yay! Amani oil. We've been saying that all week.
Perfect. And then we've also got a persimmon here.
Okay.
Looks like a tomato. Not a tomato. And the way that you go about eating this is you do have to peel the outer skin, even though it's really delicate like a tomato. Yep. You take this top off, which is really tight.
Hard and very, very waxy. You can get these anywhere in Canada.
You can, that's right. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take this one and cut it in half.
Let's just do half of it. Perfect. The persimmon, I used to have a persimmon tree outside of my window when I lived in Japan. Never knew what it was. It has kind of It can have like a drying, sort of a chalky feeling on your...
A little bit, almost like a mouth drying feel where it's, think of a kiwi or something extremely acidic.
Yeah.
Takes all the oils out of your mouth.
Yeah, it's not acidic like a lemon or a lime.
That's right, not in the same way.
Super unusual.
And so I'm just gonna take my veg
that's how you
peeler.
feel it. I won't tell you how I do it back at home.
And yeah, you just take the thin skin off of it.
And they have some unusual seeds inside
They
of them too.
do. So when the persimmon fruit itself is a little bit younger, if you will, like if it was picked off the tree at a smaller stage
Right.
of the fruit, those seeds are actually edible as well. They're they're like a crunchy jelly. I know that sounds odd.
How do you know that a persimmon is edible, the seed?
I've eaten them.
And you haven't died.
And I haven't,
So
and
they're
I'm
not
still
full-
here.
They're not full of arsenic, so that's good.
But once the fruit matures, and we'll see in this one here, the seed is actually a dark brown.
Okay.
And then that has to come out.
Beautiful. So you're going to segment it and cut them.
That-
Okay, well, let's watch
we're
and see how
gonna-
she does it. Perfect.
I'm gonna cut it right down the side. So this outer cheek here, cheek of the persimmon,
Yeah.
is completely usable. And so we're just gonna dice that up. It's such a unique fruit on its own though in terms of texture. Think of like a firm peach.
Well, let me tell you.
Right?
I'll tell you if it's a firm peach.
It's soft,
Yeah.
but it's firm at the same time.
I can't tell you how good that is. Try persimmons, they're so good for you.
And then,
Oh my gosh, that's so good. It's like candy.
isn't it so good? Yep.
So good.
And so from here, we're gonna do the same, but we're gonna cut around that seed. But you see on this side here, there's a seed as well.
Yeah.
But it's a translucent seed.
Oh.
So that side you could eat the seed. The other side you can't.
Okay.
So
So you're just chopping that all
I'm
up.
just gonna
Nice.
cut right through it, and there you go. That's how you see that seed.
Yeah. See, I never knew that. I just looked for the black ones.
And then you pick those out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the ones I thought you said I should be eating.
No.
So good thing. So the black ones don't eat, but there's translucent ones that you can eat.
That's
Got it.
right. So there we go. So that black one actually does come right out like a seed should.
Yeah, perfect.
And that's that would be the mature seed in there.
Got it.
But the rest of it,
Perfect.
you cut up and it goes in.
Good.
And then we've got the ever so pretty dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit, I've only tried.
Intimidating to look at.
Well, it is. It's like, what do you do with it? But it's, again, kind of like a kiwi a bit.
A bit, right?
Crosses a strawberry.
But definitely sweeter.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, don't be intimidated. They are super easy to work with. You just
Says the chef.
simply go straight through it with your knife,
Yeah.
exposing the inside.
Beautiful.
From here, you're going to take that knife and you're going to top and bottom it.
Yeah. Such a beautiful color.
Then you are going to segment it, and just like a ripe avocado.
Okay. I never peeled it. You should. I
You're
was
gonna
like,
peel it.
you know, I was like using a knife, cutting the skin off, and so I've learned something new again today from Chef Alanna.
And so, if you wanted to serve a fruit platter, let's say whole segments of fruit,
Yeah.
serve this on it just like on its own, right? It looks pretty, and then you just have to instruct your guests to peel it back like you would an orange.
So simple.
And then same thing.
And those seeds are not overly crunchy. They've got a nice little.
A nice little crispness to
poppy
them,
seed
right?
to them.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Poppy seed. Great way of
Yeah.
describing them.
So if you can't get your hands on dragon fruit or the persimmon, certainly any kind of fruits would be fine. I mean,
Any
get your
kind of
bananas,
fruits.
Get your berry. Any
your
of the
melons,
berries.
yeah.
Melon would be great too.
And so from here, we are going
See this
to.
here. So now we've got literally, she's got so many different colors in here. It's so beautiful. Can I do this here?
Yes, yeah, we are going to take just a little bit of sugar. I mean, just a little, because
Yeah.
we did find sweeter fruits.
Is this more to get a sauce going on it, like a juice?
To let
going?
them, let them macerate, let them juice out on their own a little
Okay.
bit. We're going to add just a little bit of a lime juice in there.
This is for flavor or for browning or?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
Yeah, you want a little bit of that sourness to again help release the natural juices of the fruit, but
Perfect.
to help prevent browning. We are
Already
going to
just
start to
love it.
drizzle in just a bit of that flax oil.
Now, how much flax oil are you going to put in this?
That's going to be up to you in terms of flavor. I like the intense nutty flavor of it. So for a bowl this big, I would just put about half a teaspoon to a teaspoon.
Okay. And again, a person's intake of flax oil is how much?
A woman, about a teaspoon and a half.
Okay, so there you go. That's
So
your.
you have a salad like this and you're good to go.
Good.
Exactly. So we're going to let that sit and do its thing, if you
What's it
will.
called when it's, is it not macerating? Is that what macerating?
Macerating.
There you
yeah.
go.
So smell this one here.
Chef word. Oh my gosh.
That
what
is
this?
Japanese yuzu, a citrus fruit.
So I can describe this as being like an orange with like a rose petal on it.
Isn't it? It's so beautiful and fragrant. We're going to just seal a little bit of its zest onto the outside of this bowl.
Okay. And the juice inside that would be fine too?
It would be. I chose to use the lime juice, but you definitely could use the juice of that as well. Unfortunately, you're only going to find that here in Japan.
It's allergy season in Tokyo. I don't know if you can hear Chef Alanna sniffing away. Poor chef. Everyone else is wearing masks on their face, but she's not. So it's like, it's definitely...
It's not bad.
You're doing actually good.
Yeah, it's okay.
You're doing good.
Well, we're going to let that sit now.
Okay.
We're going to clear our board here and come back, and we're going to do the tofu quickly, and that will be ready to serve right afterwards. Yeah,
good. Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm with Dr. Kobe Slater, Doctor of Natural Medicine. You always have some great information for our viewers. Today we're talking about andropause, which is a huge subject not talked about enough. What is andropause?
So andropause is the male version of menopause, really. And it comes on a little bit differently than the female version of menopause, which is more like a light switch that seems to just be shut off dramatically. With andropause, testosterone slowly decreases over a period of 10 to 20 years.
Isn't the stat like from 30 on, it's 1% per year?
Exactly.
So when you're 60, you've lost a lot of testosterone.
Yeah, and it kind of sneaks up on the men, and they'll find themselves a little bit more irritable, some mood swings happening, there can be weight gain, a decrease in motivation, energy. They just don't feel as mentally sharp.
Sure.
And there can also be some libido challenges as well.
So they're miserable just like we are when we're going through menopause.
They can be, yeah.
Good, okay. Fair is fair. What else? So what happens next then for them?
So, for men, you really want to know where your testosterone levels are at. So I always recommend testing. The best way to test is through a saliva test, and that will test the amount of testosterone that is in your body. And it's also important to do that testing to find out if indeed these symptoms are coming from low testosterone or other hormones such as the adrenals or thyroid.
So that particular test would tell them where their hormone level is and what you would recommend next?
Exactly.
Just simple saliva swab?
Exactly.
Okay, so you get the results, now what do you do?
Yeah, so once you know, okay, my testosterone is low, then there's gonna be some specific things that you wanna do. So weight loss is really important, of course, and implementing an exercise regime, but there's some specific different supplements that men can take to really help to boost their testosterone. The first one is maca. And this is like a male ginseng that can really help to invigorate kind of the energy and the libido and everything.
Maca was used by Peruvian warriors many years ago before they went into battle, so clearly it does something for the male testosterone libido. Good. What else is used?
The next thing is zinc. So zinc, simple mineral, will help to sensitize the effects of testosterone.
Okay.
Then there's herbs like yohimbe and ashwagandha, which both really help with the adrenal production of testosterone. And then there's a couple of really special herbs. One is called puncture vine, and the other one is called horny goatweed.
Okay.
So those ones in particular help with libido.
Okay. So more information on all of these supplements will be on our website. You go into detail as far as what they do. Dr. Kobe Slater, thank you so much.
Thank you, Tammy-Lynn.
So the next part of the cooking episode in this amazing temple is something savory.
Something savory, but refreshing. So I know we're all used to having tofu warm. We're actually gonna have this tofu cold.
Which I've had, but most people would say they usually have it in a soup or
That's right, or
fried tofu. Or
And the reason why we're gonna have this one chilled is it's actually gonna think custard in terms of texture, because we've actually picked a beautiful silken tofu here.
Let's talk about the prices. Like 20 years ago, when the Japanese economy was just astronomical and I was making a fortune living here, everything was really, really expensive. I'm so shocked at the prices right now. Like this tofu was like
It was about $1 something?
like $1.25.
That's right.
We've put together 4 meals for a small family for less than $100.
It was.
In Japan.
It
in
really
Tokyo.
was, yeah.
So show the packaging.
So
for this.
again, like just look at how beautiful everything here is done. You know, I love that they pay such close attention to detail and pretty packaging.
But don't you find that you eat differently when things look so pretty?
When you treat the ingredients with a bit more respect too.
Right?
Yeah,
For sure. Good.
Absolutely.
Okay. So this is a tofu dish?
So a tofu dish, chilled tofu, which we are going to top with, if our viewers remember, this ginger scallion compote that we made before and we served with the rare seared tuna.
Yeah, on the tuna, correct.
That's right, on the tuna. And so we're going to serve it with this as the base of our sauce.
Okay.
We're going to add a sweetened soy to it, garnishing it with a bit of fresh tomatoes here that are so pretty. and all their tomatoes are so fresh because they also come with the stems.
Yes.
We're going to use bonito.
Which keeps it fresh.
It keeps it fresh,
Yes.
right? Yep. We found some lovely pickled,
These are crazy.
these little pickled eggplants, and look at the size of them. They're no bigger than our fingers. And then bonito flakes. And bonito flake is big tuna.
Okay.
It's been smoked and it's been dried. But it has been dried to the point where it is harder than a rock.
And bonito flakes are used on top of some soups, on top of
Agadashi tofu,
yeah.
exactly. It's used as a flavoring base, great umami to it, and that's what we're going to use it for as well.
You almost would think that it's pork and not fish.
With the intense smoky flavor, right? It's like a fish ham, if you will.
Yeah, fish ham. There you go. Okay, let's start.
Okay, perfect. So to start, we are going to open up our package of tofu.
So pretty. So one of the things that we forgot to do was to do our, we should have done at the beginning of the show, is our little
celebratory.
Right? I'm only going to give you like this much.
Tiny little bit.
You're small, so
yeah, it doesn't take much.
So
Doesn't take much.
Put a little bit of Sapporo. In Japan, they say Sapporo.
Thank you.
Ichiban. 1 sec here. Ichiban means number one. It's number one beer, they say. Cheers.
Cheers.
Here's to Tokyo.
Thank you.
So much. We've been here all week, and I tell you,
it's been fun.
It's been a great week.
It's been fantastic.
Cheers. Okay, now that that's out of the way, you're
Yay.
cut off. That's
okay, that's it. My face will go red.
Should have that Asian flush going on in about 5 seconds.
Fantastic packaging, because look how easily it opens. Once you open it though, you are going to notice that it has got liquid in there. And so you're going to want to drain that out a bit.
Okay.
It's just a bit. And then we're going to...
So the softer it is, the less, I think, liquid it has inside of it.
That's
is that
right.
true?
That's right. The firmer the tofu, it's almost kept like feta cheese.
Okay.
Firm tofu in a brine.
Okay.
Salt water. And so from here, we're going to gently tip that out.
Perfect. Beautiful.
And we're just going to place it into our beautiful bowl here. Just
And
like
it does
that.
look like a custard.
It does. It looks like a no-bake cheesecake right now.
Yeah.
From there, we are going to mix up our dressing.
So you're starting with this?
Starting with this. We're gonna,
So what was in here?
ginger, green onions, flax oil, and some chilies.
So ginger, green onion, flax oil,
And some chilies.
some chilies.
And a bit of salt.
And
Always
the
salt.
recipe is, of course, on our website or on Alligga's website.
That's
as well.
right. That's right. The ginger,
And it's, the name of this is called the
ginger chili scallion relish.
relish, she called it.
So we're gonna add a spoon or so of that into there.
Oh, and the ginger smell. Again, you're cooking, of course you're an Alligga chef, but you incorporate ingredients like the ginger that are so good for inflammation, and a lot of us suffer from inflammation just based on how we eat. And so
Well, and what I find as well, and same, chilies are great for us too. They're good for digestion.
Yeah.
And in terms of my cooking, I mean, I always think chef first, palate, what tastes good.
Right, of course.
And the fact that the ingredients are healthy is always a bonus.
Yes.
But to me, healthy ingredients actually have fantastic flavor.
they do. and they're fresh.
That's right.
Super fresh. So what is this?
So we've got a sweetened soy here. We're just gonna mix that together like that. That becomes our dressing.
So you've used a large amount of flaxseed oil on this.
A large amount of flaxseed oil.
So if your intake should be, say, a
Teaspoon and
a
a
day,
half,
you're
yeah.
getting
a
ton.
good amount if you were to finish the entire dish.
Okay.
Absolutely. So then what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna
Can you just hold that up for a second?
look at here's
we
my
don't,
hand.
We don't get this in Canada. and we should. I mean, that's
Right.
so beautiful.
I mean, let's put it beside a tomato.
That's a
just,
perfect example right
just
there.
so you can see. And there's a tiny little grape tomatoes.
That looks weird.
So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna slice these up nice and thin.
Oh my gosh, they're blue on the inside as well. Gorgeous. So in place of this, if we can't get this in Canada, what would you recommend? Pickled what?
No, you're gonna want to find a pickle that's not quite as salty. In Vancouver or Canada, you're gonna be able to find pickled daikon.
Perfect.
Flavor profile wise is gonna be same. Texture will be different.
Okay,
that's
good.
right. And so same. We're gonna take a
And
couple.
we'll keep it very Asian as well.
Very Asian
Japanese
as well.
influence.
Just gonna take a couple of these tomatoes here.
Perfect. So you've just used a multicolored.
Something fresh, something vibrant, something pretty. We always eat with our eyes.
We do, you know. I think we eat slower and appreciate it more when it's a beautiful
Absolutely.
product.
And if you think about all the restaurants we passed here with all the plastic food in the windows, keeps us hungry all day long.
I know. We've also been walking 10 and 20,000 steps, FYI.
And so now just to assemble, so again.
I've been working with Alligga all week at a trade show, and we were at least an hour away by train, which is fine. There's a lot of traveling to Japan. But by the end of the day, exhausted, 10,000 to 20,000 steps. I don't walk from one side of a supermarket to the other. Barely.
And we've been walking every day. Every day.
I know. Good.
And so now, again, this is how easy it's been. I mean, as we mentioned before on another episode, this ginger chili scallion mix can stay in your fridge for quite a while.
Right.
So as long as you have that part made, this dish is going to be a 2-minute put together.
Perfect.
So I'm going to spoon some of this dressing on top.
Beautiful. Oh gosh, the smells are just so amazing. Again, the ginger, when done right and put into a right dressing, so good. The flavor's amazing.
And then all it is, I'm gonna make sure that we garnish it pretty.
Perfect. With your beautiful eggplant. Wow.
And we're just gonna take a light little handful. And just like that.
Wow. Perfect. So again, this recipe and all the other ones done today can be found on our website or Alligga's website as well. And if you want to tweet or talk to Alanna, your Twitter handle's what?
At Alanna Peckham.
Do you use it?
I do.
More so? Have you been tweeting all week?
I have been Instagramming and tweeting.
Wow. Super impressed. Perfect. Let's go eat.
Thank you. Let's go try this.